around that. We've got a lot of dirt over here to fight with us. And there's your pull starter there. What that does is when you pull that pull starter, it lifts that or springs that that arm out there and grabs the recoil cup here and turns that motor over. So a lot of times when these fail, either the spring in here doesn't spring out or doesn't spring back, or the tooth is worn too bad, or the rope breaks. So pretty common on those recoils for that to happen. Got a 17 millimeter, pull this recoil cup off here. I'll try to turn this in a way that you can see it a little bit better, because we'll go ahead and pull this starter or the stator and flywheel. All right, gonna remove this boot. It's just caked in dirt. It's a Phillips headed clamp here. On those electric shift models, they've got a shaft coming out here that you can put a wrench onto, a special wrench that'll come with the four-wheeler, and shift that if that manual shift motor that's on the other side goes bad. So keep that in mind. You can use a wrench if you're in a sticky situation, or pliers if need be. But for now, we're going to pull this stator off. I'm going to clean some of this mud out of here. All right, we're going to pull the stator off on this Foreman 450. We've got the recoil 17 millimeter bolt all the way out of there. And then we've got 10 millimeter bolts all the way around. Out. Several different sizes here, so make sure that when we go back together, those get put in the right spot. And this is the stator assembly here. This stator is, or this flywheel is magnetic. So there will be some pull when you're removing that. This is an O-ring gasket that seals it up, so you want to make sure that you got a good one when we're going back together. If it's ripped, just throw it away, it's not worth anything. So we've got an idler gear here and an idler gear down here, and we'll just pull the one half of this off because it's sticking on that flywheel, catching on there. So now to pull the flywheel, we've got a special bolt here. This is the Motion Pro 08-0086 puller, and what this does just runs down, pushes against the crankshaft, and removes that, pushes that flywheel out. You won't be able to do it any other way besides having this puller. I like to hold it so it doesn't bind anything up in that crankcase, and just pushes it off just like that. So nothing to it. There's your starter gear there. This should turn just one direction. It's got a one-way bearing in there. If it's turning both directions, that bearing is bad and will need replaced. Let me go ahead and spin that out. There's a needle bearing that sits down on that crankshaft. That'll go in this flywheel gear here. Inspect that, make sure that's good. Here's the other half of the idler gear. I think they call that a gear reduction. Got 10